Hey guys, Pitmaster here. Okay, this is going to go against the grain a little bit. It's going to sound a little nuts because it is, but sometimes you have to go mental, like mentally ill mental. Okay, that sound weird. All right, it's true though. Sometimes in life, hopefully not in your lifetime, but it might happen. It has actually happened in mine, and there are times when you have to go mentally ill or crazy or animal or killer instinct. And when you do have to, and your life depends on it, or your health depends on it, or like the well-being of your kids or your wife or your family depend on it, you when you dig in there, it has to come out. You need to have it. That's one of the reasons that I push the training I do, the way I do in my gym, and I try to inspire that in people. I try to build that in people, nurture that in people. And because that once in a lifetime time when it has to be there, I want it to be there. I don't want you reach into the well and the well be empty. That's not a good feeling. I've been in that. I've had that feeling before, conditioning wise, where I reached into that well and it just wasn't there. That's a scary feeling. That's a very helpless feeling that nobody should have to go through. And I went through it in a few different fights throughout my career. Luckily, I've never had to go through that in a street fight. And that's the time when you really don't. Because in a cage or in a ring or in a sport fight and it's not there, you still keep trying. And if you lose, you lose. And even if you start getting beaten up, the referee's there to stop it. But on the street, nobody's going to stop it, except maybe you start bleeding out your ears and the guy realizes you're finally dead and he walks away. That might stop it. Okay? So you need to nurture that animal inside of you, that animal instinct, the mental illness or the craziness, whatever you want to label it. I'm giving that feeling of having to go after another human being to protect yourself. That's what I'm labeling that because the reason I'm labeling that is craziness, is because it is crazy. It goes against your grain to hit another human, to try to hurt another human. We've been told since we're kids, only hit, if you've been hit, or never start a fight, never throw the first punch. That's the stupidest thing anyone could ever tell their kids, or anyone could ever tell anyone. Never throw the first punch. Can you imagine a cop in the academy saying, never shoot the first shot. Wait till you've been shot, then you can shoot back. It's asinine. Okay, so you need to develop that animal within you. When you're doing the drills, when you're hitting the bag, dig in deep. Get crazy. Get crazy. Think of the most crazy scenarios. Try to get your adrenaline pumping. Think of someone trying to hurt your child. Think of someone trying to hurt your child and what you're going to have to do to them to protect your child. Think of that kind of stuff. Think of someone trying to kill you, and all of a sudden you're hurt and you have to defend yourself. And think of those things. Conjure up those images in your mind, because when you start conjuring up those images in your mind, you start visualizing how you're going to deal with it, and then it becomes more real. It's like in school or any kind of successful endeavor, you want to visualize succeeding, and it makes it easier to succeed because it starts building up those muscle memories. It starts building those instincts in you. Okay? You've been hearing this for a long time from me, and I've always heard it. How you train is how you're going to perform or how you're going to fight. And that's true. If you're just hitting that bag, like I see a lot of people just kind of half-assing it, those are the people, when they get jumped and all of a sudden their head's getting smashed against a car and the guy's just about to deliver that final blow, they're just that's what they're going to do because that's how they've trained. But you want to put everything into everything. You want to go animal on that guy. Okay? You want to go crazy on him because he's trying to take your life from you, or he's trying to hurt your kids, or he's trying to take something from you that you need. Okay? So you need to go crazy on him, because guess what? He's going to go crazy on you. He's an evil monster that's trying to hurt you. You need to dig in and get that animal instinct. So the place to develop that is when you're training. When you're on that bag or when you're drilling, drill with a purpose. Okay? Hit that bag with a purpose. Every punch, make it a knockout punch. And think of the scenarios that would make you throw those punches like that. Okay? That's all I got to say for today. Okay? Develop the animal inside of you. Develop the craziness. Develop that mental illness. And then guess what? When you leave the gym, cut it off. When you get home with your family, cut it off. And become the soft, sensitive, sweet guy like I am. I'm the sweetest, most sensitive, caring, loving guy in the world. No, I am. No, why are you guys shaking your head? No, I really am sensitive and caring and loving and everything. But guess what? When you have to turn that switch in there and someone's trying to hurt you or your family, I want that switch to be switchable. I want you to be able to dig in and get it. All right? And then know when to cut it off. Cut it off when you go home and be lovey-dovey like I am. All right? Thanks for coming, guys.